Guys, welcome back. Now, I don't usually talk about my political views in this channel, but today we're going to be talking about what political party am I going to be voting for in the local elections that are coming up on the 16th of March. Now, in the Netherlands, in case you people don't know, in case you're not from the Netherlands, there are 16 national parties that you can vote for. BBB, Party Leader Caroline van der Plas, BIJ1, Sylvana Simmons, CDA, Wopke Hoekstra. Those are the party leaders. ChristenUnie, the party leader is Gert-Jan Segers. Denk, the party leader is Farid Azarkan. He's founded by two former Labour MPs with Turkish roots, calls for acceptance rather than integration of minorities, and extremely active on social media, often at the center of controversy. It has constantly been called on to condemn Turkey's repressive government and labeled the long arm of Ankara for its reluctance to do so. Yeah, it seems like the Denk party is a shill of Turkey. It appears to me. That's what I see from the surface level. Maybe I'm wrong. D66, the party leader is Sigrid Kaag. She is the leader of the party. The Democraten 66 was formed in 1966 with the aim of reforming the Dutch democratic system, describing itself as a progressive, socially liberal party. D66 political fortunes have been a story of ups and downs, but the party did extremely well at the last local elections. The party is big on education and the environment. That's probably the two primary things that they are hinting at in their manifesto when you go on their website. Forum for Democracy, Thierry Baudet. Staunchly anti-immigration, FVD has drifted further towards the far right over the past years and opposed the coronavirus measures and vaccines. Interesting. It has 5 MPs who have courted controversy in Parliament by calling for tribunals for coronavirus dictators. Wow, very interesting. GroenLinks, the Green Party, Green Left, was officially formed in 1990 from a group of 4 smaller left-wing and Green parties. I guess it's like a coalition or something of some sort. GroenLinks is currently part of the coalitions in at least 100 towns and cities, including Amsterdam, Eindhoven, and Utrecht. JA21, Joost Eerdmans. JA1 was founded in December 2020 by Eerdmans, former ally of Pim Fortuyn. I don't know who these people are. So you guys can look at this on the website. I'm going to put it in the description. I'm just going to mention the last party that I would like to touch on. VVD, the party leader Mark Rutte. The Volkspartij voor Vrijheid en Democratie, People's Party for Freedom and Democracy, is a tricky party to place outside the Dutch political sphere. Supportive of the free market as far as the economy is concerned, the party is traditionally liberal on social issues but has been driven to the right by the growth in popularity of the PVV. Let's touch on that. The Party for Freedom was formed in 2006 by Geert Wilders after he broke away from the free market center-right liberals VVD. Wilders has made a career of speaking out against the Islamization of the Netherlands and lives under armed guard after receiving death threats. The party is contesting the election in 31 towns and cities, but not Amsterdam. There's a lot of parties here, and if I just take a little glimpse at them, honestly, I don't really feel like any of these parties suit my best interests. So I'm going to vote for a party that I deem is as close to my interest as I would like it to be. Now, when I look at it on the surface level, I would assume that I should vote for the Green Party, but I'm not really too enthusiastic about the climate change package that they're presenting as part of their plan when they get into government. So I don't think I'm going to vote for them. Let's see, who else could I vote for? I mean, there's a lot of choices here. But the thing is, when you're voting for a party, even though it's a multi-party system and you do have a very high chance of getting into the government in a coalition of some sort. The coalition right now is 3 parties or more, but it's you really need to do your research before you vote for these people. But yeah, and even if you're gonna vote, don't vote for people that you know are not gonna win, like Dank or something like that, because that party, it's not gonna get any seat. I mean, it's really not even gonna get close to becoming part of the government because how like only the only people that are gonna vote for them are minorities. I'm a minority, but at the same time, I don't feel like they are gonna be looking at my best interests, so I'm not voting for them. How about this? I'm gonna draw up the entire spectrum. There's 16 national parties, so I'm gonna X out the parties that I am not gonna vote for. So just give me a moment. So I'm looking at the election manifesto right now of the party of D66. We're gonna analyze this for a few moments. It's in English, so I got the translation there. There, as you guys can see right there, Sigrid Kaag, blonde-eyed, blonde-haired white woman that's probably in her 70s or something, and she's supposed to look at my best interests. Interesting. But anyways, it's not the face of the party that matters. It's really about the manifesto. That's what you should be looking into. Even though traditionally politicians lie about everything and they don't really tell the truth, but you got to take everything they say with a grain of salt. So let's look at it. Countless studies have shown that it has become increasingly hard for people to be in control of their own lives. This is as a consequence of the job market that creates a division between people with job security and those without. And of a housing sector where young people fruitlessly look for decent and affordable housing, it's because too often children are often already behind when they start school. Not really much information here. I mean, it's 5 convictions for the future. Big investments in education. Okay. A record number of houses for middle income earners. Okay. So they're trying to appeal to the middle income base. That's their base. They're appealing to their base. Their base is education and the middle class. That's their base. Climate agreements for a cleaner country. They're appealing to the liberal base. Interesting. So there's not 5. There's like 16 points here. Let's look at their 16 points and just give you guys a little summary. We will provide each and every child with the best possible school day, quality education, art, and culture. Okay. So they're appealing to education. Okay. We will not only meet our climate goals. Okay. So climate change. They're going to try to decrease emissions and stuff like that. Health inequality. So they're basically saying they're going to, what are they going to do? Make healthcare affordable, I guess. We want work to be the foundation of a free and dignified existence. We will make it more appealing for companies to give out permanent contracts. So they're appealing to the worker base. Okay, they're appealing to a lot of people. There's no room for racism and discrimination in our country. We are all free and equal. We will come down hard on anyone who acts differently. Specifically, appointed investigators will ensure that people will no longer get away with this kind of misconduct, and we want harsher punishments for companies who discriminate in hiring people. They've been saying this for years, but nothing's changed. I think it's just lip service to try and appeal to black people to vote for them. People are looking to start a new life in the Netherlands every day. If you're feeling war and violence, we will offer you a safe haven here. Oh, they're appealing to the refugee base. That's definitely they're not on the right. They're definitely liberal. Liberal. Sex, sexual preference, and gender continue to have an impact on the opportunities people get. That's why we are fully focused on emancipation, strong government, investing in public works, public office, police officers, the rule of law, renewing our democracy, self-determination of the body. So pro-choice, they're pro-choice. We encourage companies to transition from focusing on money to focusing on values. We proudly condition our tradition of international cooperation and want the Netherlands to reclaim its leading role in Europe. Interesting. Very interesting manifesto. What other manifesto are we going to look at next? Let's see. VVD. Let's look at their manifesto next. They're currently comprised with 40 seats in the Dutch parliament, total number of seats. Okay, VVD is the largest number of the 2 Dutch current government parties. It's very long. You're probably going to want to look at this by yourself. They're a strong proponent of the European internal market. So, okay, they're for the EU membership for sure. They're very EU. They're very biased towards the EU and all this other stuff. Interesting. The VVD is not in favor of adding extra money after Brexit. The EU should work with what is there and diminish its remit. Money should go to things that really matter, not money-seeking projects. Proposes to work more through loans, which need to be reimbursed by those getting the loan. Yeah, interesting. The importance of fair competition and speaks out against protectionism of states of their own companies. Many institutional negotiations, EU legislative proposals run the risks of becoming very intransparent, especially in their consequences for SMEs. I don't know what SMEs are. In order to remain net relevant, the EU should focus predominantly. So they're basically very pro EU and against Brexit. They're very centrist for sure. That's like the Dutch Labour Party, a connected living. That's their manifesto. Their manifesto is Europe is privileged continent. Okay. All European countries should take a fair share of the burden. Interesting. The party pleads for investment in EU, UN, and other missions in the world to assist peacekeeping and development. I don't think that we should be focusing on other countries around the world. I think we should focus on home. So that's why I'm not voting for those people. PFF, I'm not voting for Willers, so let's get rid of his manifesto right now. I'm not even gonna bother reading his. I'm not even gonna bother, man. Christian Democratic Party, no. I'm not voting for those guys either. Yeah, I'm not voting for those guys either. Why not? Because they're pro-life. See security, climate, energy, refugee policies, and economic stability as the EU's core business. I don't even want to be part of the EU anymore, to be honest. I want the fucking Netherlands to leave the EU. Damn, there's really no parties here that I could vote for. Shit. I mean, I guess I'll vote for the Green Party then, because every other party, I don't like it. And then this party is probably the closest to... This is probably the closest to what I'm going to get, really, to be honest. So I guess I'll vote for the Green Party. It is what it is, baby.